All right, so today we're diving into jacuzzi shower remodels.
Ooh, nice.
It's a popular topic, and everyone wants to kind of elevate their bathroom experience.
Yeah, make it luxurious, a little spa-like.
Right, exactly. And you found this amazing article from Ariel's Home to guide us.
Yeah,
It's written by Ariel Path, who has over 30 years of experience in this field. So,
it's a good one.
yeah, a great source for our deep dive today.
Definitely.
So our mission today is to figure out the costs,
Mm,
understand what impacts that return on investment. A lot of people are thinking about that when they remodel,
for sure.
and ultimately give you, the listener, the tools to make the right choices for your goals.
And I think that's key because
Yeah.
a lot of people get kind of lost in the fantasy of it all.
Right.
And then reality hits when you start looking at price tags.
Yeah, the article mentions that a jacuzzi shower remodel can cost anywhere from like a DIY $1,000 to a super luxe $35,000.
Huge range.
Right, that's a huge spectrum.
Yeah.
So the average is somewhere between $6,700 and $11,000.
Mhm.
But I'm guessing a lot of factors impact where you land.
Absolutely.
What are some of those things people should be thinking about right away?
Well, location is a big one right off the bat.
Yeah.
And it's not even just about labor costs,
Right.
which vary by region, of course. But
Yeah.
you also got to think about the age of homes in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Older homes might need more extensive plumbing or electrical work
Okay.
to actually support a jacuzzi.
So it's kind of like comparing
Yeah,
restoring a vintage car
exactly.
versus getting a brand new model.
Yeah. Sometimes those hidden complexities, they really add up.
Right. And then, what else is a factor is just the size of the bathroom itself.
Oh, for sure.
A bigger space obviously means more materials, more labor.
Yeah.
So are we talking about like a sprawling master bath with all the bells and whistles versus like a small guest bathroom?
Right.
That's going to impact the cost.
For sure. The layout, the level of detail,
Yeah.
all that plays a part.
So if you're picturing those like magazine-worthy showers with like the intricate mosaic tiles,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably looking at the higher end of that spectrum.
Likely, yeah.
And the article also talks about the costs for like different scenarios, like a new tub installation versus a full bathroom overhaul.
Right.
So what are we looking at there?
Well, if you're just swapping an old tub for a new one,
Okay.
that's going to be considerably less, obviously.
Yeah.
You're looking at $1,800 to $4,500.
Yeah, okay.
But if you're thinking you want those new tiles, fancy fixtures, maybe even expanding the bathroom itself,
Mm-hmm.
you're easily hitting $15,000 or more.
Okay, so knowing your scope from the start is really important.
Yeah, big time.
But before we get too lost in dollar signs, let's talk about the potential upside.
Okay.
Does a jacuzzi shower actually increase your home value?
Absolutely it does.
Or is this mostly about personal enjoyment?
It's both.
Okay.
But a well-done bathroom remodel is a huge selling point for buyers.
Right.
Think about it. It instantly elevates the luxury and the modernity of your home. Plus, it signals that those major systems are probably updated,
Mm-hmm.
which is a relief for buyers
Okay.
who don't want hidden renovation costs.
I've always heard that bathrooms and kitchens sell houses,
Mm.
but I also know people who go overboard with remodels and kind of price themselves out of the market.
Right.
So how do you strike that balance?
Well, Ariel has some great tips in the article.
Okay.
One of the big ones is future-proofing.
Mm-hmm.
Choose classic designs and durable materials that won't look dated in a few years.
Yeah.
Timeless elegance ages better than trendy fads.
It's like investing in a quality piece of furniture
Exactly.
versus something that's super on trend, but, falls apart
Exactly.
or just doesn't look good after a while.
Right.
And she says, don't skimp on the key elements,
Mm.
walls and shower doors.
Huge visual impact.
Right.
Think about like a beautifully tiled shower with those frameless glass doors.
Yeah.
Creates this open, luxurious feeling.
So if you're planning to sell soon, this is important information.
Big time.
Now, I know we're focused on jacuzzi showers,
Mm-hmm.
but the article also compares them to other options like high-end custom showers,
Yeah.
walk-in showers,
Sure.
even complete bathroom remodels.
Mhm.
Why is it important to consider those alternatives?
Because each one has its own set of trade-offs.
Okay.
And that comparison table in the article is gold
Mm-hmm.
because it lays out the costs,
Yeah.
the pros, the cons,
Mm.
even typical project duration,
Yeah, people forget about that.
which often gets overlooked.
Yeah,
So-
let's break that down a bit.
Okay.
What are we seeing in terms of costs for those alternatives?
Well, high-end custom showers, they can actually exceed jacuzzi showers in cost,
Really?
sometimes going above $35,000.
Wow.
Yeah. It's all about that personalized detail.
Yeah.
Unique materials, artisan work, really customized layouts.
So you're paying for that one-of-a-kind craftsmanship?
Right.
What about walk-in showers? They
Mhm.
seem to be everywhere these days.
For good reason. They're sleek, modern, very accessible,
Right.
which is a huge consideration for a lot of homeowners.
Yeah.
But space is a factor.
Okay.
They often need a larger footprint than a traditional tub shower combo.
Right. And that can be tricky if you're working with a smaller bathroom
Right.
or you're trying to maintain that resale appeal for buyers who might want a tub.
Mm-hmm.
The article mentions that converting an existing tub to a walk-in shower costs between $6,700 and $12,000.
Yeah.
And it takes a while, 2 to 5 days.
Yeah. Not a quick weekend project.
No.
But even if you're not doing a full jacuzzi installation,
Right.
that comparison table is still useful for understanding the baseline costs of all these upgrades.
Good point.
Yeah.
So it puts everything into perspective.
Right.
Now, before we get to like trends and other exciting details,
Yeah.
I'm curious, what are some things people often overlook when they're considering a jacuzzi shower remodel?
Well, they underestimate the impact of those existing plumbing and electrical systems.
Yeah.
If your home is older, bringing everything up to code to support a jacuzzi can be a significant chunk of the budget, sometimes thousands of dollars.
It's like that classic saying, the part you can't see is often the most expensive.
It's true.
And this ties into another point, permits.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on the scope of your project, you'll likely need permits.
Absolutely.
And those costs vary by location. So factor that into your budget early on.
Big time.
Okay, enough with the serious stuff.
Nope.
Let's move on to something more fun.
Yeah.
The article mentions some hot trends in shower design. What's catching your eye?
Well, decorative tile is huge right now.
Ooh, okay.
We're not just talking basic subway tile anymore.
Right.
People are using intricate patterns, textures, bold colors,
Okay.
almost like creating murals on their shower walls.
I can see why that's a really personalized way to kind of bring art into a functional space.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the article mentioned this trend is popular for showers that have 3 tiled walls and 1 glass panel. What do you think is driving this trend?
I think it's kind of a reaction to that minimalist trend that dominated for so long.
Yeah.
You know, people are craving warmth, personality, a touch of the handcrafted in their homes.
Yeah.
And think about it, those artisan-style tiles,
Right.
especially in rich colors and textures,
Yeah.
they evoke a sense of history, of travel places like Morocco, the Mediterranean.
It's like bringing a bit of vacation vibes into your daily routine.
Exactly.
And speaking of creating a mood, what about color trends?
Well, we're seeing a really interesting shift.
Okay.
While light, airy palettes are still popular, deeper colors are making a comeback.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think like rich blues,
Okay.
forest greens, even black.
Wow, okay.
These create a moodier, more spa-like atmosphere.
I used to think that bathroom colors had to be bright and airy,
Mm-hmm.
but I recently saw a design with deep green tile.
Oh,
And it was so calming and elegant.
absolutely.
Yeah, it really changed my perspective.
I think people are realizing that bathrooms are more than just functional spaces.
Yeah.
They're sanctuaries for relaxation self-care.
Right.
And bolder colors can enhance that feeling.
Absolutely. Now, let's not forget about shower heads.
Oh, yeah.
The article mentions rainfall shower heads and handheld options.
Right.
With targeted massage jets.
All the options.
What are some of the key things to consider when choosing a shower head?
Well, think about your ideal water pressure
Okay.
and spray pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer a gentle rain shower or a more invigorating massage?
Yeah.
Also consider the size of your shower.
Right.
A rainfall shower head might not be the best choice for a small stall.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's all about finding the right fit for your space and preferences.
Exactly. And with so many options on the market,
Yeah.
you can truly personalize your shower experience.
All right, so we've covered costs, materials, trends, shower head technology.
We've covered a lot.
The article mentions a lot of different materials, especially for the walls.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the options.
It's true. There's a lot to consider. But
Yeah.
that's also what makes it so exciting.
Right.
You can really personalize the look and feel of your shower.
Okay, so let's start with a classic choice tile.
Okay.
Everyone loves a good tile, but the price range can be huge, right?
Absolutely.
So what are we looking at?
Well, simple ceramic tiles are budget-friendly.
Okay.
They come in tons of colors and styles.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're after that high-end look,
Right.
you might consider porcelain.
Okay.
It's incredibly durable.
Yeah.
And it mimics the look of natural stone.
Porcelain seems to be a popular choice these days.
It is.
I've seen some amazing porcelain tiles that look just like marble or slate.
Oh, yeah.
But what about those seeking a more modern, maybe even minimalist aesthetic?
The acrylic wall panels might be the perfect fit.
Okay.
They're sleek, seamless,
Mm-hmm.
come in a surprising range of colors and finishes.
Okay.
Plus, they're super easy to clean.
Ooh, that's a big bonus in a shower.
Huge bonus.
Less grout to scrub.
Exactly.
The article also mentions fiberglass as an option.
Mm-hmm.
How does that compare?
Fiberglass is known for its affordability
Okay.
and durability.
Mm-hmm.
It's lightweight, and it can be molded into different shapes.
Okay.
So that gives you some design flexibility.
Right.
But it might not have the same high-end feel as like tile or acrylic.
So it's really about weighing your priorities.
Right.
Budget, style, and practicality
Right.
all play a role.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about those finishing touches that can really elevate a shower.
Okay.
The doors, the article mentions frameless glass as a popular choice.
It's easy to see why.
Yeah.
Frameless glass doors create that seamless spa-like look
Right.
that so many people are after.
hmm
They make the space feel larger and more luxurious.
But I imagine they also come with a higher price tag.
They do tend to be more expensive, yes.
Okay.
But the impact on the overall aesthetic is undeniable. It's like comparing a standard window to a picture window.
Yeah.
That unobstructed view makes a big difference.
Great analogy.
Yeah.
It really helps to visualize the difference.
Right.
Now, while we're on the topic of splurges versus savings, let's talk about plumbing and electrical work.
Well, yeah.
Those hidden costs that can really sneak up on you.
This is where a lot of people go over budget,
Right.
especially in older homes. You might need to upgrade existing systems to accommodate the demands of a jacuzzi shower. Things like water pressure, drainage, electrical capacity.
So it's not just about hooking up a new shower head.
Right.
We're talking potentially rerouting pipes,
Exactly.
upgrading electrical panels, the works.
It can be a lot.
Yeah, and those costs can add up quickly.
They do.
So it's crucial to get quotes from licensed plumbers and electricians early in the planning process.
Absolutely.
So don't skimp on the expertise.
No.
Better to invest in quality work up front than deal with costly problems down the road.
Right.
Okay, enough with the serious stuff.
Okay.
Let's get back to those design trends
Fun stuff.
that are making splash right now.
Love it.
So let's talk about that decorative tile trend.
Okay.
We touched on it earlier.
Mhm.
It's amazing how tile has become a canvas for artistic expression in the bathroom.
It really has.
It's like taking that feature wall concept
Mm.
from living rooms and bringing it into the shower.
Exactly.
And the article gives some great examples.
Yeah.
Imagine a shower with intricate mosaic patterns, maybe even hand-painted tiles,
Beautiful.
or a bold geometric design that extends from the floor to the ceiling.
I love it.
It's like stepping into a work of art every time you shower. And the article mentions that this trend is particularly popular in showers with 3 tiled walls and 1 glass panel.
Right.
That combination of texture, color, and transparency really creates a stunning visual effect.
It does.
So the key here is to really think about the mood you want to create.
For sure.
Are you going for a serene, spa-like feel, a bold and modern vibe?
Yeah.
That'll help you narrow down your tile choices.
Absolutely.
Now, while we're on the topic of creating a mood,
Okay.
let's talk about color palettes.
Yes.
We touched on this earlier, but the article dives deeper into the psychology of color in bathroom design. I'm intrigued. What's the scoop on using color to enhance that spa-like experience?
Well, the article talks about how darker colors,
Okay.
like deep blues and greens, can create a sense of intimacy and serenity.
Interesting.
Yeah, they evoke a feeling of being cocooned and enveloped,
Okay.
which is perfect for a relaxing shower experience.
I never thought I'd be a fan of darker colors in a bathroom, but I'm starting to see the appeal.
Yeah, it's a shift in thinking for sure. But when you consider the bathroom as a sanctuary for self-care, those richer tones make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They create a sense of luxury and escape.
It's like bringing a bit of a high-end hotel spa
Exactly.
into your own home.
That's the goal.
Now, let's not forget about those shower heads.
Right.
We talked about rainfall and handheld options earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but the technology has gotten so advanced.
It's amazing.
Yeah. What are we talking about here?
You can find shower heads with multiple spray settings,
Okay.
from a gentle mist to a pulsating massage. Some even have built-in LED lights that change color based on the water temperature.
It's like a light show in your shower.
I know, it's fun.
And the article mentions shower heads with Bluetooth speakers.
Of course.
Talk about taking your shower karaoke to the next level.
Right. Gotta have the music.
So it's all about creating a multi-sensory experience.
Exactly.
And with so many innovative options available, you can truly customize your shower to fit your individual needs and preferences.
For sure.
Now, I know we're laser focused on showers in this deep dive, but I want to address the elephant in the room,
Okay.
or should I say the bathtub in the bathroom.
Right.
What about those who still love a good soak?
Yeah.
Does a jacuzzi shower mean sacrificing the tub altogether?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It really comes down to personal preference,
Yeah.
lifestyle, and of course, space. If you have a larger bathroom, you might be able to accommodate both a jacuzzi shower and a separate freestanding tub.
That's the dream.
Right, the best of both worlds.
But for those with limited space, it becomes a trickier decision.
It does.
The article mentions that walk-in showers are increasingly popular, often replacing tubs entirely.
Yeah, they offer that sleek, modern aesthetic.
Right.
And they can make a small bathroom feel more spacious.
Yeah.
Plus, they're generally easier to clean and maintain than tubs.
Right, less to clean.
Which is a big plus for busy homeowners.
But let's be honest.
Okay.
Nothing beats sinking into a warm bath after a long day.
It's true.
The article also points out that jacuzzi baths continue to be a sought-after feature, offering a level of relaxation and hydrotherapy that a shower simply can't match.
It's a totally different experience.
So it really boils down to personal preference and how you envision using your bathroom.
Right.
The article suggests considering your lifestyle, any mobility needs, and even your resale goals.
Oh, good points.
If you're someone who loves long baths and sees your bathroom as a sanctuary for relaxation, then a jacuzzi tub might be non-negotiable.
Yeah, I get that.
And even if you ultimately decide to go with a walk-in shower,
Right.
you can still incorporate elements of spa-like luxury,
Absolutely.
like a rainfall shower head or a built-in bench for a more relaxing experience.
All about the details.
Absolutely. The key is to create a space that reflects your individual needs and preferences.
I-
Now, before we move on, I want to address a common misconception about bathroom remodels.
Yeah.
People often think it has to be a massive, gut the entire room kind of project.
Yeah, it can be intimidating
Yeah.
to think about all the time and disruption and expense.
And the mess
Oh, yeah.
involved in a full-scale renovation.
For sure.
But the article emphasizes that even small upgrades can make a huge difference.
They really can.
Sometimes simply replacing outdated fixtures like faucets and towel bars can give your bathroom a fresh new look.
It's like adding a statement piece of jewelry to an outfit.
I love that analogy.
Yeah,
It can instantly elevate the entire look.
exactly.
And the same goes for lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Upgrading to brighter, more stylish light fixtures can completely transform the ambiance of your bathroom.
Absolutely.
So it's not always about tearing everything down and starting from scratch.
Right.
Sometimes a few strategic updates can go a long way.
Agree.
Now, let's be realistic.
Okay.
Most bathroom remodels do involve some level of cost.
They do.
But the article offers some excellent cost-saving tips that can help you stretch your budget further.
Yeah, one of the simplest strategies is to shop around for materials.
It seems obvious,
It does.
but it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of designing your dream bathroom and forget to compare prices.
Exactly.
So what do you recommend?
Take your time. Get quotes from multiple suppliers.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
You might be surprised at the savings you can find.
And remember those online retailers?
Oh, yeah,
They can often offer competitive prices on everything,
for sure.
from tiles to fixtures.
Absolutely.
And another way to save money is to consider doing some of the work yourself.
The DIY route.
I know we talked about that earlier in the context of shower walls.
Right.
But even if you're not comfortable tackling major plumbing or electrical work, you might be able to handle tasks like demolition painting or even installing new fixtures.
Yeah, those are all good options.
That's a great way to save on labor costs.
It's-
But of course, it's important to be realistic about your skill level
Right.
and not take on anything that's beyond your capabilities.
Safety and quality should always be your top priorities.
Agreed. Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to revisit the topic of common remodeling mistakes.
Right.
We touched on this briefly earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but it's worth diving a little deeper
Yeah,
to help our listener avoid potential pitfalls.
good idea.
It's always better to learn from the mistakes of others than to make them ourselves,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
So let's recap some of those big no-nos
Okay.
that can derail a bathroom remodel.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready to take notes.
First and foremost, don't underestimate the importance of planning.
Mm-hmm.
A well-thought-out plan is the foundation of any successful remodel.
It's like building a house.
Exactly.
You wouldn't start construction without a blueprint.
Right. You need that roadmap.
So take the time to define your vision, set a realistic budget,
Mm-hmm.
and research your options thoroughly.
Yeah, the more prepared you are,
Right.
the smoother the process will be.
And speaking of process,
Okay.
the article emphasizes the importance of clear communication with your contractor.
Oh, huge.
Misunderstandings can lead to costly mistakes and delays.
Absolutely.
So should people keep in mind?
Make sure you're on the same page about the design,
Okay.
the timeline, the budget.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to ask questions,
Right.
clarify details, and voice any concerns you have.
It's your bathroom, your money, and your time.
Exactly.
You have the right to be informed and involved every step of the way.
I agree.
And finally, be prepared for the unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
Even the most carefully planned remodels can encounter unforeseen challenges.
It's true. You never know what you might find.
It's like life, you can't plan for everything.
Right.
So be flexible, be adaptable.
Mhm.
And remember that a little bit of patience goes a long way when it comes to bathroom remodels.
Absolutely.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground in this part of our deep dive.
We have.
We've delved into specific costs, explored design trends, and even tackled those tricky plumbing and electrical considerations.
All the important stuff.
So what else is in store for our listener in the final part of our journey?
In the final part, we'll address common concerns,
Okay.
share even more expert tips, and wrap up our exploration of jacuzzi shower remodels.
Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into jacuzzi shower remodels.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. We've talked about everything from those budget-friendly tile choices
Mm-hmm.
to those, super luxe shower heads with the built-in
All the
speakers.
bells and whistles?
Yeah, but I know homeowners still have questions,
Oh, for sure.
especially when it comes to like the practical realities of
Mm-hmm.
actually doing a remodel.
Right.
So let's tackle some of those concerns head on.
Okay, let's do it.
What are some things people worry about when they're considering this kind of project?
Well, disruption is a big one.
Right.
Nobody wants to live in a construction zone for weeks on end.
Yeah.
And let's face it, bathroom remodels can get messy.
Definitely dust debris.
Yeah.
Not to mention the potential plumbing and electrical work involved.
Right. It can feel overwhelming.
So how do you minimize that disruption?
Communication with your contractor is key.
Yeah.
Be upfront about your concerns and work together to create a realistic timeline
Okay.
that minimizes the impact on your daily life.
So it's about setting boundaries and expectations from the start.
Exactly.
And don't be afraid to ask about dust control measures.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
A good contractor will have strategies for containing the mess.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another big worry for a lot of people is cost overruns.
For sure.
How can our listener protect themselves from those unexpected expenses?
That detailed written estimate is your best friend.
Okay.
Make sure it outlines all costs. Materials, labor, permits, any potential contingencies.
Don't be shy about asking questions and clarifying anything that seems vague.
Absolutely.
Better to be a little annoying up front than face a huge bill you weren't expecting later on.
Exactly.
And remember, things happen, even with the best planning.
Yeah, especially in older homes.
Right. You might uncover hidden plumbing problems or discover asbestos behind those vintage tiles.
You don't know.
So build a contingency fund into your budget.
Good idea.
Maybe 10–15%.
Yeah, that's smart.
To cover those unforeseen costs. Okay, let's shift gears to something a bit more enjoyable.
Okay.
The actual showering experience.
The fun part.
A lot of people are curious about the upkeep of a jacuzzi shower. Is it a cleaning nightmare?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
Especially if you choose the right materials.
Okay.
Acrylic is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because it's non-porous and resists mold and mildew.
Right. Those are the enemies of any shower.
Exactly.
Low maintenance is always a plus in my book. What about tile?
Right.
Seems like grout lines could be a haven for grime.
They can be if you don't choose wisely.
So what do you recommend? Opt for a grout that's specifically designed to resist staining and discoloration.
Okay.
Epoxy grout is a popular choice because it's virtually indestructible.
Good to know. And what about those gorgeous glass doors? They seem like they'd be a magnet for water spots and fingerprints.
They can be, but a simple squeegee after each shower will work wonders.
Okay.
And there are glass treatments available that can help repel water and make cleaning a breeze.
So a little bit of prevention goes a long way.
It does.
Any other maintenance tips to keep in mind?
Ventilation is crucial.
Okay.
Make sure your bathroom has a good exhaust fan to prevent moisture buildup, which can lead to mold and mildew growth.
Right.
Run the fan during and after your shower to keep the air circulating.
Solid advice. Now, we can't wrap up our deep dive without addressing the most important consideration, safety.
Of course.
What are some key things our listeners should think about to make sure their jacuzzi shower is a safe and enjoyable space?
Well, non-slip flooring is essential.
Okay.
Choose tiles with a textured surface.
Or opt for a slip-resistant coating that can be applied to existing floors.
Especially if you have young children or older adults using the shower.
Right.
That added peace of mind is priceless.
Absolutely. Grab bars are another great safety feature,
Yeah.
especially for those with mobility challenges. They provide extra support and stability getting in and out of the shower.
And what about those fancy electrical components we talked about? Like heated towel racks and Bluetooth speakers?
Safety first. If you're incorporating any electrical features into your shower,
Yeah.
make sure they're properly grounded and meet all safety codes. Hire a licensed electrician to handle the installation.
Yeah, it's not worth cutting corners when it comes to electrical safety in a wet environment.
Agreed.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to take one last glance at that comparison table from the article.
Oh, yeah. It's been a helpful resource.
It has. It really lays out the options in a clear and concise way, helping homeowners weigh the pros and cons of each type of shower remodel. The thing that really stood out to me is the wide range of costs.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that there's a jacuzzi shower solution for almost every budget, from a simple tub replacement to a fully customized dream shower.
Exactly.
So it's all about defining your priorities, setting a realistic budget, and doing your research.
Right. And remember,
Yeah.
even if you can't afford all the bells and whistles right now, you can always start with a few key upgrades
Right.
and add more features down the road.
Now, before we sign off, I want to leave our listener with a final thought.
Okay.
We've explored costs, trends, materials, even the psychology of color.
It's been a lot.
But ultimately, it comes down to this. What features would make a jacuzzi shower perfect for you?
That's the question to ask
What
yourself.
are your must-haves? What
Yeah.
kind of mood do you want to create?
hmm
How do you envision using this space?
It's your chance to create a personal oasis, a sanctuary for relaxation and rejuvenation.
So dream big, plan carefully,
Yeah.
and enjoy the journey.
I love that. And with that,
Yeah.
we've reached the end of our deep dive into Jacuzzi shower remodels.
I hope you found this episode informative, inspiring, and maybe even a little luxurious.
Me too.
Until next time, happy remodeling.